Everybody's chopping in. What's up, guys?
What's going on, Bigfoot World? I know it ain't Friday, but we got a couple things that
got some bullshit to discuss.
Get out the way, guys. We just gotta get it out the way. It brought up a couple questions to myself, but we're gonna kick it off the right way. I'm gonna let a couple people join today's rant. Guys, I know it ain't Friday. I done said that. Fred, what's going on, James? I see everybody on here. All the main ones. We need a moderator in here. Lori, Mary, where you guys at? Because shit's gonna get shit's gonna get real tonight, guys. It's gonna get real tonight. We're gonna be talking about some things. While we're waiting for everybody to join us, I might want to go ahead. Westmoreland, Fayette County Bigfoot Association. I thought we had this talk once before.
They done did it again.
Just done did it again. But this time, you just don't think, guys. You just don't think before you act. Cryptid, I see you. I see you on there.
50 already.
Oh, it's Sandy's birthday. Happy birthday, Sandy. Mine's coming up here soon, too. But anyways, guys, this guy, Fat Charlie, brought to my attention that the Westmoreland Fayette County Bigfoot Associations, most of my followers, they know how I feel about the association. So we're really not going to get into that. But what we are going to get into is the little article they posted up. And I shared it on my page just because it makes them look like such fucking assholes. And that lets you know where I'm at with them.
This looks suspect.
So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Guys, you know in the beginning of this channel, I got hacked from my last channel. And all tracks point straight to them. I mean, from the last time, I lost 2 computers, 300 and some videos on my YouTube channel. I go out the very next weekend, I got 4 Black Hawk circling over top of me. All right, I thought I got that out the way. I thought I squashed all that, and we moved on. We left it alone. We started over. We rebuilt. All right, we keep on going out to our researchers area. And every research area that we go to gets compromised. And we couldn't figure out who keeps following us around and doing this dumb shit. Well, it turns out it's the Fayette Westmoreland Area Bigfoot Association that's been going behind me and cleaning up Bigfoot's mess. Are they there to bring Bigfoot to the front and center? Or are they there to keep getting funded by the government and hide the situation? Which are they? Because it's making them look pretty bad on their website. And guys, if you haven't seen it, I posted it on my Facebook page. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, make sure you check that out.
Definitely do.
All right. They're talking about that place. All right. I ain't even going to get that far yet, guys. Scott Willis, what's going on? But I ain't going to get into that part yet. Let's get into the last time we was there. There was, it was restricted all around the top area. But on that front main gate that they posted up, the front main entrance, there was no sign on that. That was just posted up just recently. None of this heat came on until I found them 3-toed tracks. Once I found them 3-toed tracks and followed them down into the bottom shaft, the very next weekend, it became restricted. And now all of a sudden, the WBFRO want to step in and say, if I go back down in there, I will be arrested as a federal offense, and I will be doing some federal charges. All right. And they're saying it's a hibernation for an endangered species of bats. Is that the excuse you guys are going to use? Some bats? Really?
The bats, a close person. They work in
Are you really going to use the bats as an excuse? Because I do have videos of being in there with them bats.
And those are regular bats.
And months went by. 5, 6, 7 months went by since that video of us being in there with them bats. Why didn't they do it then? Why did they wait till after I found them 3-toed tracks and start taking action and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to seal all this up? and make it from state game land to restricted area. I mean, they went to a great measure to protect the bat. When I can go right over here to Cass Paris and walk right in there to the same bats. It don't make sense. I mean, they're right there in themselves. Just by them covering their little tracks up, it's pretty much bringing me front and center and proving everything that I've ever said. It makes them look like assholes that they are. Yeah, I mean, it's irritating me. It's irritating me for one. Every spot that I go to, they go behind me and compromise it. Bigfoot land is now all tagged up because of them. My channel, it's disappeared, it's gone. They still have my videos. They won't give back. I mean, there's a lot of things around WBFRO Association. I have a lot of questions. If you guys want to get in contact with me, man, send me an email and I'll give you my number. I'll give you my address. We can settle this shit, or we can go out together and you ain't just gotta follow me around everywhere I go. We can hook up and we can go together. We can do this together. I'll find them and you can hide them. How about that? That's where I'm at with the WBFRO. That means we're on to something good. I already had to come up here once. And guys, if you ain't here, it's Into the Woods with Jeff. It's called My Reply. When I first originally got hacked at the beginning of this channel, they was the main culprits of this shit. Now all of a sudden they want to strike again. We were just out at that spot, and them post was not there. They posted that today. After I already, guys, I've been documenting this site from day one.
Legit.
4 years.
From the time that before they even started to seal that cave up, I've been documenting that. And now all of a sudden I find some three-toe tracks walking down to the entrance. It's restricted and it's government federally protected. Come on now. It just don't make sense. It just don't. They're already involved. That's what I'm saying. That's they are affiliated with who you're speaking of, James. James, they're getting funded by him. That's what I've been saying in the last rant that I had. It's irritating as shit because they're going under a false name of Bigfoot, going out and research Bigfoot, but in reality, show me any evidence that you researched anything. I bet if you investigate the BFRO and WBFRO and see how much evidence they actually posted proving the existence of a Sasquatch, I think the things would be greater of them trying to cover the Sasquatch up than to bring him to the front plate. And that's what's pissing me off. Why don't you change your name to We'll Hide You? I mean, because it's getting ridiculous. You're going so far out of context to hide this shit. It's making you guys look bad. So you need to just fall back, keep following at a distance, and come at a different angle, because that angle right there you just used is not working. It was not good. It made y'all look like idiots. So endangered hybrids, hibernating species they put on that gate. Can you guys believe that? I'm just done. I don't play their games. I never did. I was never one for playing with the BFRO, and I'm not going to start now. I'm not playing with you guys. Like I said, if you just want to come out and keep following, going to all the spots that I go to, which you have to have some kind of government technology to actually do that. You know what I mean? I can't just go track my son and find out where the hell he's at any point in time I want to. So how are they going to have that access? I mean, common sense will tell you that they're working for them.
Yeah. There's no way they could just spot out a spot.
They're working for them. And that also tells us that we also doing something right, and we're on the right tracks, and we still tracking on. We ain't stopped yet. We ain't gonna stop. And they ain't gonna stop us. So keep WBFRO, keep on doing what you're doing, because you're making us look golden on bringing Bigfoot to the front street. The more you try to hide them, the more stupid you guys look, and the more they're coming out to the front street. So you're not going to stop that. So I agree with Lee. F the BFRO. You hear me? You hear me? That's where I'm at with them. And let the truth be told. That's where I'm at with them. And WBFRO, from this point on, you guys are gonna have your hand full with tracking us.
Hate from a distance.
So you better upgrade your technology a little bit. Tell them feds that you need a bigger check and put some actual tracking devices on us, because we won't have zero zilch when we go back out there.
I don't know what my car looks like.
With that being said, guys, what's going on in this Bigfoot world? Mom, I see you joined us for this great Wednesday evening. What do you guys?
Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday. Yeah, I just woke up, guys. Don't mind me. But I just want to get on here and give my little rant to these assholes. And now I'm gonna call it like I see it. I'm not holding no more punches back. I used to walk on treading water with these guys, but why do we treading water with them? That just gives them more protection to do what they gotta do. I ain't treading shit. Check this out. Y'all's covering up Bigfoot's tracks. You ain't good for researching. Don't use that name as a Bigfoot researcher if you're not going to be doing no Bigfoot researching. You ain't doing nothing but going out there, getting phone calls from the government, say, hey, we got a situation out here, go cover it up. Why are you going to be a Bigfoot researcher doing that? That's contradicting what your name and what you're doing.
Yeah, we're supposed to be a team out here.
Yeah, we're supposed to be working. These researchers are supposed to be working as a team.
That's how we
and majority of us are. Woodburger Farm, Colorado Bigfoot, all the real researchers are working together as a team to bring these guys to the front and center. Where's WBFRO? Where's BFRO? Where they at? Oh, they on that TV show on CNN. That's where they are. Shit. Come on, guys. It just irritated me so bad to see that. I had to share it on my Facebook page. That just interested me.
Like, yeah.
And in every spot they were going to, they think they're going to do that same thing. They think they're going to find a way to stop us and try to track us out or deter us away. They ain't deterred or nothing. They just let me know that I'm getting closer to what I need to see. That's all they're doing. And I'm going to keep doing it. It ain't going to stop nothing. Scott Willis, I see you on there, man. My fault. That's being that's what we trying on one, Scott, but these WBFRO.
I'm like his vibes.
But man, what's his name? Fat Charlie. I want to thank you for bringing that shit to my attention. At first, I laughed about it, but then I was thinking about it. It made him look so bad. It made him look so bad by even putting that article. The head of the article pretty much says, so we think we found, wait a minute. He said, so you believe you have a Bigfoot and three-toed creatures in those old sandstone quarries down in Fayette County and think you can just climb down in that hole to see for yourself. Well, you might want to see here what the federal and state people have to say. What do you guys care what the federal and state people have to say if you ain't got nothing to do with them?
Exactly.
Why would you put that down there? Ain't that on the federal and the state to tell me that, and not the WBFRO? That shows you that they're directed. That was directed right towards us, but that shows you that they're affiliated with it. Anything with it says Fayette and Westmoreland Area Bigfoot Association. Association means it's attached to another agency. It's associated with something else. It's funded by something else. It don't take a rocket scientist to say that these assholes aren't our friends and they aren't with us. They aren't on our side. That's where I'm at with the BFRO, WBFRO, and if either one of you guys want to have a meeting on the subject, pick the time and place and I'll be there. That's where I'm at with you guys. I'm not going to keep feeding in, and I'm not going to keep running scared on your shit, and you're not going to keep crashing my shit. It's the end of the road with you guys. If you want to hook up, we go together. We go out and research together. I'll find them, you hide them. If I come out missing, guys, you know why. You know what happened. Until then, we're gonna keep posting shit up. We're gonna keep going out there. But anyway, my rant's over, guys. I apologize that you had to go through that shit, and I apologize that they're assholes. Other than that, guys,
How's y'all Tuesday going?
it's been a bomb burner this week.
How's y'all Tuesday going?
I miss a lot of you guys' comments, and I apologize for that. Don't think that I won't read them. I do go back over this after the live.
We got their support all the way.
And I will go back over and read that. How long BFRO has been around compared to you, and you share more. That's my point exactly right there. I mean, I actually made a report to BFRO in the beginning of my research, not knowing like what they was going on, and I had some solid proof. We ran into a female. She ducked down. We walked on. We had a tree push over at us. We had so much activity on film. My son almost got taken, and right on film. And I sent the evidence to BFRO. They're gonna send it back to me with a response saying that 2 bears was coming after my son to take him. The bear another bear pushed a tree over, while the other one was throwing rocks at me. All bears, all black bears doing this. How
strong black bears.
How much of an asshole does you have to sound like to even think that up? I mean, it just from that point on, I just quit. I didn't mess with any association after that. I just been going and filming and presenting it to you guys. And that's what I'm going to continue to keep doing now that I know what these associations are about. But other than that, guys, F the associations. And if they got any problems with it, come find me. Yins are doing a good job at finding me. Come and find me. Hey, knock on my door. That saved the job for me. I'm going out here shortly. I'll let you know what time I return. But guys, something happened the other day that I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with. Yesterday we went out. Me, this Mexican and his wife back there. I had Money Mike out there. Fred was supposed to meet us out there, but we kind of got sides. We were supposed to meet here, and we met here, and we just didn't meet each other. It got crisscrossed. So we went up there. We went into Bigfoot land, and guys, Bigfoot land is totally different. It's totally changed. It's like reconstructed. It's destroyed out there. It's bad out there. But when we was going through the rock faces, this next video, really watch. We was going through the rock faces, and this bad odor just like came down over top of us, and then just you could taste it. The bad smell was so bad you could just taste it.
We all mentioned it too.
When we came out of the rock face, we heard that they started talking. You could hear talking from the left and over behind us. You could hear like a woman talking, and then another dude was answering. They was back and forth, and then they got scared. They stopped. They refused to take another step, and it's like I'm trying to like, it's cool. Come on, if they wanted us, they could have had us many times. Just follow me. Let's walk out. This is the way we're going to walk because the sounds are coming from down there, and Jeff usually acts out. Or Mike, it's usually one or the other. It's never both of them. All right. At first, Mike, I need something to drink. I'm getting dizzy. They're just like having the spell. They're both having it at the same time.
We was cool.
It's like they're getting nauseous. The same thing that I did the last time I was out. I had the same feeling in this almost the same area.
It was bad. I started tripping.
I'm going to show these anyways because my moderators are on strike. They're supposed they don't know that I'm on here on Wednesday. What was I saying? About that area. They were just talking about I'm thirsty. I need something to drink. And I just the whole trip out there, I watched them drinking Mountain Dew. They had their shit the whole way up there. Then all of a sudden at that point they was dying of thirst. They about to pass out.
Like it got real dizzy.
It just something was. That's what I'm leaning toward on. I think they got zapped. I was in the beginning. They was behind me, following me out. And once we got out of them rocks, they both just was out there out of the. It wasn't the same. You'll see that it pissed me off. I was like, look, guys, we're not gonna keep coming out here and then just not filming. they're talking. This is what people want to hear. They want to hear them talking. We finally get them talking, and you just want to run. And then I went off on them. You'll see, but now that I go back and look at it and watch what's going on and what's unfolding, and they're talking on each side of us as we come out of the rocks, you'll hear us first talking about the smell that dropped down over us, and then as soon as we came out the brush, I think this Mexican started saying,
Mike come out nowhere first.
It was Mike first.
Yeah.
Talking about my stomach. I'm dying. I need something to drink. And then he started saying the same things.
He started getting real. It was weird.
Like something set on him.
Another weird thing, we all kept stopping at the same time.
Freeze, like we'd all just freeze and listen to
it. It wasn't like Big Jeff would walk and then we would walk up to him and stop. He would walk and stop and we'd all stop.
Yeah, like we was all scattered apart and we just all stopped.
Like it was just weird.
Yeah, it was like bad vibes all around the board. I didn't like that at all.
See, whatever happened was definitely real. It's all on film. It's on film. They would not move another inch. It's like, all right, guy, I had to end it. I had to stop
it really
I had to stop and talk to him to get him to get out of the woods. You'll see. Like, I was kind of mad. All right, you'll never see him out here again. F this. Sorry, guys. And I shut it off. But once I shut it off, I was talking to them, and they, even when the camera off, they were still the same way. Like, Dad, I can't. I'm about to pass out. I'm dizzy. Help me out of here. And the only thing I could do was just walk them out, get them going. But something definitely happened to both of them. Mike and Jeff at the exact same time when we're coming out. It's
cool
weird. It's the next video coming up, guys. It'll be up tonight.
The fresh trail. Oh my, yeah, this video is crazy with the fur. Oh my, yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we found some tracks, 15-inch, 16-inch tracks.
I forgot all about that.
I think that's what got me at first, because we found the tracks, the 15-inch tracks, and we started following the track coming out of that cave. And I was thinking that they seen the tracks and that track scared them and they don't want nothing to do with it no more. But they found a lot of tracks with me out there and never acted like that. And they was done. They just didn't want to follow it. They could hear them talking on both sides, and it's like they didn't want to do no more.
In that brush ahead of us.
Yeah, you can hear him. You hear him talking right 20 feet in front of us.
This video is crystal clear. Listen to
crystal clear. You can hear him talking. It was amazing. And then all they want to do is, come on, Dad, let's leave. Let's get out of here. Come on, Dad. I was so pissed off that we was getting actually chattering, talking loud and clear, and they're screaming, let's get out of here, Dad. Let's go home. Let's get away. It's like, why are we here? What the purpose of coming out here if we ain't gonna film this?
Also, what was the smell like? It was like a strong sewage. Like you was just laying in the sewage.
Was horrible.
Like it was
like sewage, a dog, and shit all in one. If the best way to smell it, it was like them three things combined into one smell, and it dropped down on top of us as we're walking through the. As soon as it drops down on us, we're all talking, all of us. You could taste that smell.
Yeah, like it's disgusting.
I knew it was a Bigfoot, and I didn't know if he was up on top of us or where. I knew the smell. I smelled it before. I just wanted to get out of them rocks, and as soon as we got out of the rocks, that's when they got hit. That's when shit just went bad. I didn't even from that way. I only ended up 2 videos out of that whole trip.
That was bad.
And in this next video, I ended up shutting it off and having to talk to these guys to walk them out, to get them out the woods. They didn't even want to go out the woods. They just wanted to stand there like they were stuck. It's just something I wasn't used to seeing or experiencing. And it's coming up on this next video, guys. Any more 3-tip prints? Snoopy, we ain't been out there yet. We ain't been back out there ever since the restricted area. And with WBFRO on our tracks, if we do go back there, they're going to make certain that we do federal time with it. So we're going to leave BFRO have that spot.
For the next series.
And later in life, in the near future, here and there, we're going to pop back up. We're not just going to just walk away and turn our backs on it. That I wouldn't be Jeff Friend about that. So we're going to be back up in there. Just not on WBFRO's time. It's going to be on our time. How's the coffee tonight, Dan? It's good. It could be better. It could be better. It could be a lot better. But we're out there. I didn't get a chance to take the rain stick out there. I'm going to get that out there. Probably not this trip, but the next trip. I want to get the whole team back on out there on this next trip. I got something planned coming up. You about dead. You know about dead end pork. No, I don't. I can't say that I do. Dead end pork. You're right, boys. BFRO, WBFRO. Hey, man, I'm not holding that back. They're working for they're affiliated with outside source, and they're getting funded by outside source to stop the research of Bigfoot and stop it all. Just stop it in its tracks. And if you follow them cave videos from beginning till now, you'll see the path. Actually, if you watch my channel from beginning to the video nothing that I posted, that was the very first video after I got hacked, and then all of a sudden WBFRO is going to find that hole after the Blackhawks found me, and beside that hole, I mean, there's just a lot. There's too much to it. At least I know who my followers are. I know who to look for now. You know what I mean? I just ain't going in the dark with, is it this agency or is this government or it's the WBFRO that's been doing this all along. Now that I got a name under the culprit, let's get it on. Let's do the damn thing. Hey, we going out soon, so get your gear ready. Get your gear ready.
Another thing is there's too many like known facts there's no way that they're not associated with the government.
Yeah, there's just way too
many facts. There's just too many.
They know that
we're all supposed to be incorporated together, like not trying to shut
found.
each other down like that. I don't know. That's funny.
That's what's the beauty of it. The Bigfoot world is just so strong. They can
I don't
wait.
even know about the three-toed footprints. They've been posted on this channel.
Right.
So I said they know too
They've
much.
been watching. They've been watching, and to start their thing off was so they think they found three-toed tracks and cryptids down inside that old stone quarry.
That was the main post on Facebook.
Why would they even go there with that? Why would they start that? Yeah, I mean, they just tell on themselves. It makes them look like an asshole. Real talk. And that's they really did.
They definitely told.
Who else found three-toed footprints down to raise your hand?
They definitely singled me out.
Who else found three-toed footprints down to raise your hand?
They definitely did. And then they're gonna post up on the main door. On the main door, they put up a bulletin saying about attention endangered species hibernating. Do not enter this hibernation site. Come on now. I found three-toed tracks, and then the very next trip, they got that posted up on the gate.
Someone said it could possibly be big three-toed bats.
Really?
I've seen the bats. They're pretty big bats, but they get three-toed.
Somebody said dinosaurs are back.
That's going to be the size of your footprint. Them footprints that alone were probably the size of a regular ordinary bat.
There was no bat. If that was a bat, we all are F. We are so
a big bat.
That bat pick you up.
It should be extinct then.
If it's a bat, it would have tore Kyle up.
It's a 15-inch track. How's that a bat? If that's a bat, I'm leaving you now. I'm leaving Pennsylvania. I'm leaving Pennsylvania if that's a bat. It's not no bat.
Could you imagine a wingspan?
I didn't get any when I seen it. I didn't think it was any kind of bird or any of that. At first, I thought somebody was effing with me. Somebody stamped that there. But as I was following them and seeing the shift in the toes and with going with the terrain and seeing how real they really was, my next thought was dinosaur. I'm still 100% saying I think it's a dinosaur, and my mind hasn't changed at all. My mind's still leaning on dinosaur, and it hasn't changed. I still think that there's dinosaurs inside that cave, and I strongly believe that.
Some sort of reptile.
Some kind of reptilian is living inside that cave. I tracked it. I tracked two of them. There was two of them there. There was 8-inch, and then there was like a 15, 16-inch. The 8-inch went back up over the hill bank, and the long one went out in the middle of the road, went straight down the road. And then all of a sudden, they put them restricted signs up. And then after the restricted signs up, we still go back up there and film that this shit's restricted. And then they're going to put on the front gate. This is what's going to happen if you go back in here. The federal's going to lock you up. Come on now. Are they really protecting the bats or are they protecting the dinosaurs? Because I'm confused here. If they were protecting the bats, they would have did that when we was playing with the bats.
Yeah.
Like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. when we was up there hollering and poking at the damn things when we was trying to climb out? Why did they do that then? Why did they wait all this time later? Until I found them 3-toe tracks, that's when action started being took. Sorry guys, I'm gonna get caught up on you guys' comment.
They're still scrolling.
It was not. You can see the cloud. That's what I'm saying. It's giant, a big freaking giant. Calf, man.
For the 8 foot tall
That's
back.
something they are protecting. Something that's for sure. WR Bruce, Jeff the BFRO can talk, and you're going to. That's it. Hey Bruce, you said it all right there, man. You said it all, and man, and this is what I'm talking about. This with you guys right here. You guys are real. You guys are 100%, and all the researchers out there, Colorado Bigfoot, Woodburger Farm, all of you know who the real researchers are, and who the ones are coming to scare you away. You know, it's like your conscience tells you which is which, and that right there, that put a big sign on her face saying I'm an asshole. I work for the government. Just in that post alone. And I just wanted to come on here and touch base with that. I wanted to pretty much call him an asshole right on live stream, because guys, this is asshole shit right here.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do to our next spot once you find it? I mean, are you just going to keep destroying all their habitats? Every time I find a Bigfoot habitat, are you going to come in and follow me and destroy it? Is that what their plan is? Is that your best entrance? Because eventually you're going to keep going in there and you're going to keep pushing them around. They're going to push back eventually. They're not going to keep running off and letting you push them around.
They the ones going around showing shit up, y'all are.
You ain't never been in school and had that bully keep bullying you every day, pushing you around. Finally, he going to stand up and bust that ass. So you keep pushing with it.
Y'all go in there and close up their houses.
Yeah, they know the difference. Bigfoot know that you're coming in there, why you're coming in there for. Keep messing with them, and they're going to give you what you're asking for. Sue, hi Jeff, I'm new subscriber. Hey, thanks, Sue. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, Sue. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that footprint is definitely reptilian. I
said like 80% short it's reptilian.
Yeah, I've been
80 is pretty high.
I've been looking at thousands and thousands of footprints of indigenous species.
I wouldn't say 100, but
species of the planet.
I say 85, like 89.2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's reptilian. It's some kind of the type of dinosaur. Whether it's inbreed between human and reptilian dinosaur, but it's definitely.
It's got some Slytherin blood in it.
Definitely.
From Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Some Slytherin blood in it.
And that's what they're protecting. They're not protecting them bats. If they were protecting them bats, they would have took efforts a long time ago to protect them bats.
That has nothing to do with protecting them.
Some of you guys are going to say about the disease, white nose. I know all about that white nose. It's been going on in Pennsylvania for a year. It's not the white nose. It has nothing to do with the white nose. It's two different things. Total. Alright, Bigfoot too. Carry that. You're right. They're going to do it to everybody. Every researcher out there, they're going to try to find a way to stop you. If you're getting hot on to something's track, they're going to try to make you do a left turn while the Bigfoot makes a right turn, and separate you guys.
They want to keep us out of the long one for Bigfoot to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Or find somewhere else.
They do that a lot too. They did that a few different times. They'll come in. The Blackhawks will come in. They'll circle around that whole mountaintop that we're on for like 15, 16 minutes and scare everything that's on that mountain, and then they'll fly away, fly off.
And then the forest is dead silent.
You won't hear nothing. Nothing.
You want to hear a quiet forest, like creepy quiet? Let them helicopters, 3 of them, fly around their head for about 15 minutes and walk out.
The paymaster belong to either DARPA or the Clowns in America, CIA. It's the same thing that they do, not the UFOs community and in the Bigfoot. Yep, Robert, you're definitely right. You're definitely right about that. They just want to run you out so they get credit for all your hard work. Pretty well, I don't think that's what it is. See, what they do, and I've seen it more than once. And I've told other people that had problems with Sasquatch coming into their house and peeking in the windows and throwing rocks on the side of their shit. The number one thing to get a Bigfoot to stay away is put up a trail cam, deer cams around your perimeter, and a Bigfoot won't go near it. They know what they are. They see them for a mile away, and that's the number one defense to keep a Bigfoot away. So that's what they did up there in that area. They restricted it off, and they from one end to the other, they plastered cameras all the way through it, which is to keep them at bay, keep them back, push them back, make them leave. Yeah, that's their number one defense to get rid of a Sasquatch. If they become rogue, like a rogue bear, they got 3 strikes. You catch a bear down here in the city limits 3 different times. The third time they put him down. Is that the same thing? The same procedure they're doing with the Sasquatch?
They come too close to a population, they put them down.
Or do they even have that many chances to become a rogue? Or do they? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to that, and there's a lot that they're doing. Then I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's for the love of a Sasquatch, to be honest with you. I think it's the total opposite. Just running if their 3-toed footprints would fit ostrich prints. No, there's no ostrich in Pennsylvania, no emu, and a lot of them in the back, they have a spur to come down. This thing has like a human heel that goes up in the 3 toes, long 3 toes. It's like a hybrid. It's clearly 100%. That WTF is that part 4 really shows when it's going through the ice. It shows a lot, and I don't think it's no kind of bird. There's no lift off. There's no flight taking off. It's straight walking, straight steps. There's nothing. I don't see it being a bird, and it's way too big. Like Harry said, V for Vendetta.
You need like a 20-foot wingspan to pick that thing up.
Go big of the foot to be a not. Yeah, I don't think it's definitely not an ostrich. It's not. I don't think it's a bird at all. Like I said, my instincts at first was somebody messing with me, somebody walking through with slippers messing with me. But as I was looking, it's like they're shifting with the rocks, with the terrain, they're moving. This is real. And then I went back to the first one and started filming as I went in. And then the next trip out is plastered, restricted area. And then the following week, after I went up there and filmed the restricted shit, they're gonna post on their website, WBFRO, if we decide to go in there, this is what's going to happen to us.
Let's just think they're finding 3-toed creatures.
WBFR, are you the ones going to be pressing charges on me since you're associated with the feds, or are you just going to send the feds over? How's that work with you guys? I mean, come on. That just shows you where they're at and who to trust and who not to trust. Don't trust no association because they're attached to another association and funded by another association. What's going on, Larry?
They got rules and regulations they got to follow. We don't.
Oh, Vince, I'll be glad to hear it, man.
Oh man.
Send me an email, man, or message me on Messenger. We'll get it going. Could it be a rake possibly? Man, I don't know what it is. I really don't, but I do know it's real, whatever it is.
Where it was there and was walking.
Anything association really can't be. That's what I'm saying at all.
They just showed us right there that it's real.
And that's not the first time they attacked me like this. I mean, me and the WBFRO had a history from day one. From the first time that I camped out there on state game land, they turned me in. I ain't never told you guys that. WBFRO turned us in for camping on state game land.
Mm-hmm.
That was our first attack. Then the very next attack, the first time we camped, we got turned in by them, by the WBFRO. Now, if they was on our side to help us research Bigfoot, why would they turn us in for camping in the state game land? I mean, That's where I'm at with WBFRO. And that I put your name out there. I'll say a million times. Last time I'll sue you for slandering. For what? Sue me. What you gonna get? You might get about 3 or 4 chairs back there. I got some deer antlers up here. You can probably get. I might have a camera got donated to me. That's about all you gonna get. Let's get it on. You ain't stopping me. You ain't stopping my team. Let's get it. Is a television show. Is WBFR. Don't fall for none of this shit, guys. I'll never do it again. I'll never believe in any kind of Bigfoot association, and they lost all credibility in my book. They're no help to the Bigfoot world whatsoever. Vince, I'll send you a link here after this live stream. I still got you on my messenger. I'll message you after this live stream. I hope Bigfoot addresses you. Man, he protects it. It ain't so much that he protects us. They like playing games with us when we're out there. And I think that's what I don't know what they was doing this last trip out, but they was doing something a little bit different that none of us have ever experienced on that part. I've experienced it myself the week before they went out, and then yesterday, Jeff and Mike experienced the same thing when we was leaving out. And then as we're going out, I find Fred coming in. And I was like, man, I don't even want to go back in there no more. After this shit, after these assholes, Fred, take me home, man.
I'll pull up. Hey, what's going on? What we beating here?
It should be called Westmoreland Sabotage Association. That's perfect. Perfect. That's exactly it. Did Fred get his money?
Hell no, they didn't give him a job.
No, they won't even give him the job back down there. Hide and seek military Bigfoot style. That's what it's going to have to be, guys, because it's getting ridiculous. They've been following me every spot. And it tells me that they're the ones that tagged the Bigfoot land from the road back to our camp spot. It tells me so much. I mean, so much comes to light now that I see this. It's just ridiculous. So now I have to really go off the grid completely, put our team at risk to where we can't. If something happens, I can't call help. I can't call 911 because I got some asshole that want to track us and mess up every site that we go to. I mean, how's that fair to us?
So now we're gonna go low key off the grid and possibly get hurt.
And take the chance of getting hurt out there. One of my kids get hurt out there, and I can't even take a phone to call for help because I got to worry about some association
coming in and closing doors.
I mean, it's just it gets irritating after a while, and it's just wow. What do you do? What do you do with that? I gotta watch for Bigfoot at the same time. Watch for them sticking me in the back. They're not gonna stop us, and they've been trying for this long. For 4 or 5 years that we've been doing this, they've been trying to stop us. They ain't did it yet. Why ain't they give up? You think they're done give up? I put them out on Front Street 10 times over already, and they still keep coming. It don't make sense. So guess what? We're gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna make it interesting for them and for us while we're out there in Bigfoot world because the forest is starting to come alive. Spring's here, birds are chirping. I see the blue jays are back in, the robins are here. Spring's here. Spring has landed, guys. So that means Bigfoot's going to start doing their thing. They're going to start reconstruction of forest before it grows back in. I want to be in there for that. But at the same time, I don't want to be fucking dodging BFRO and WBFRO while I'm trying to dodge Bigfoot. I mean, it's a hard job out there alone tracking them guys, and then they're just making it even harder. You're right, Kay. It's baby time. Everything's coming out of hibernation. They're having their offsprings. Everything's about to come to life, and I want us to be in the middle of that when everything does come to life. That's when people have their most sightings, most activity. When they're most active is now, between March and the beginning of June. June, July, yeah, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. this is the time that we want to be out there. So WBFRO, get an extra pair of boots, man, because you're going to need them. You're going to need them. It's going to be a little bit harder for you. You're not going to be able to track us.
Bring your umbrella, we go in the rain too.
Yeah, we definitely hit the rain. There ain't no storm stopping us. So you might need an extra pair of boots and umbrella.
Some snowshoes just in case.
Have to tell us what happened when you were mind grabbed in that last video. You mean at the maze when I first came out? I was about to pass out. I was about to hit the rock, face first into the rock. I didn't know what was going on. And then the very next trip out, they both had it at the exact same time, and it's weird. There's something weird about that place. I can't tag Bigfoot with it. I can't say Bigfoot had anything to do with it. It could have been gases inside between them rocks seeping up out of the ground. It was messing with us. It could have been a number of things, but it was very interesting to catch it on film, nonetheless. Both events. This video coming up next is with them guys. Snowshoe Fred.
Some snowshoes.
Nah, I think the snow's over for this year. I'm hoping.
I don't think we're about to get too much more.
Shit, I
Vincent
might
was
be high
given
enough in the
some
mountain.
GPS locations.
All right, Patty, you have a good one.
We go give them state police barracks location.
Right. That's what we should do. Park in state police barracks, leave the phones right there, and they'll pull. I was like, damn, they're in the police station.
It was already got
But,
them.
yeah, guys, I pretty much wanted to get on here and just
Touch base
and let you guys know what was going on, what the situation was with them guys, with the WBFRO. For what it's worth, don't trust them at all. And they speak for themselves. They'll tell on themselves. Just check them out. Look at their website, and they shit. There's more discriminating than
Yeah, where's their research?
any
Where's their
kind
facts?
of research or proof of any kind of Sasquatch. I don't see any. The only thing I see is hating on other researchers. So
Especially us.
let's take that with a grain of salt. Take the cameras down. See, that's just it. When it comes to being restricted, if I went up in there and take the camera down, you're not going to take every camera. When it comes to military shit, it's camera on camera on camera the whole way out. So
follow camera.
to get one
There,
camera,
looking at them cameras.
to get one camera, you'll have to get them all, and that'll never happen. They won't. It just won't happen. Your best bet
Replace
is
the
to keep your freedom and stay the F away from that place, because they're not messing around. They will press federally charges on you, and you will. They're busting heads with it.
Someone said take a drone.
That was my next.
Oh, come on, man.
That was my next mission, guys.
We have plans.
I'm going to invest in a drone. I'm going to invest in a drone. I know somebody that knows how to fly one.
Fly right down
We're going to fly right down into that hole, right down into that area. Like I said, we bullheaded. We ain't gonna give up just because they said so.
On the road.
We ain't going. We ain't gotta be on the property to put a drone up in there. So
the air's not restricted.
in the near future, they ain't say nothing about air restriction. In the near future, we gonna fly a drone down in there. We definitely going to. And I want to thank everybody. What's her name? I don't want to say the wrong name. Hold on 1 second, guys. I know she's on here. I want to say her name right. Where is it? It's not gonna let me. Just give me 1 minute on that one. But like I said, guys, just go with your own gut, and you decide what's going on. It's pretty easy to decipher the good from the bad. You just take the good and the bad and decipher it from that. but I gotta check it real quick. I can't think of it. I will send you an individual thank you, but for the ones that's donating, I appreciate that, man. It does help us. It help us a lot. It help us on our next mission. It's going to help us get this drone up in the air and down into that hole. So that does help. I did receive a $50 donation today, and the name is just slipped. I seen your name up there. I know you're on there watching, and I apologize for not saying your name. But when I do go back and look at your name, I will give you a shout out for sure. That meant a lot, and that is going on a drone for sure. Do some research on dinosaur raptors. They're in whatever them prints belong to is in the same family as that.
Velociraptors.
Yeah, as the same family. That's the closest thing that I match them tracks up to. Is the raptor. You can take your mobile, just wrap it in a foil or aluminum case, and only take it out in emergencies. They can't track you. See, I ain't gonna take that chance. See, I've heard that by somebody else before, and it's possibly it works, but I don't. I'm think I'm done taking chances, guys. Nobody's taking phones. Nobody's taking anything electronically whatsoever besides camera equipment, and that's it. Let's leave everything else in the car, and let's go do our thing, because this year is going. I got a feeling this is going to be our year. With these Bigfoot, the way they're acting with us, they're getting more friendlier with us. Past over the months, so and there's a lot of things happening.
There's a lot of tension.
Yeah,
there's a lot of tension grabbed.
So I think this is going to be a year to definitely be on our toes, at the same time keep doing what we're doing, because something's going to show itself soon. I got that feeling something definitely going to show itself soon. Don't take any chances, James. I'm not taking any chances out there as the messing with the government, so to speak, when it comes to restricted area. I'm just going to treat it like Area 51, staying at the gate. Send that drone on in, and let's see what we can. They don't want us in there for a reason other than hibernating back. Come on, I mean the timing is so far off. It's sad. It really is sad. We was in there with them bats a year ago, and now all of a sudden, a year later. Come on, it just speaks for itself. That article just speaks for itself. Frank, I feel like an orphan locked in the closet. Jeff won't talk. Frank, man, I'm sorry. Hey,
what up, Frank?
You on the top, Frank. If I missed you, you must have caught me in the middle of my rant. I apologize, Frank. You're the man. You're the man. Actually, Frank, if it wasn't for you and a lot of your donations, we wouldn't still be here today. You guys are the ones that's keeping us going. Really, to be honest with you guys. Fred would still be locked up if it wasn't for you guys. Shit.
Waiting to go to court.
I mean, you guys keep carrying us. It seemed like we're on our own most of the time, and we're getting out there and we're carrying our weight. But it seemed like the second that we fall down and shit's getting hard, times get hard, it seemed like one of you guys will send some love and pick us back up, just enough to get us where we need to go. And we wouldn't be able to do that without you guys. That means a lot, for real. That means more than a little bit. That helps us get to the next spot. So, Fred, don't you start your house arrest.
I'm still waiting. They said shit. I ain't heard nothing in months. So I'm like, hey, as long as they take their time, I ain't calling them.
I wouldn't call them either.
Right, hell, as long as they're taking their time, I ain't calling
them. Michelle, you said a mouthful. The whole woods. I mean, you'll be surprised how the earth will play if you are willing to play with it. That was deep. I like that.
How much the earth will play?
Jim, the next video, I can tell you about that because it's already done. We already talked about that. It's something happened. We was walking through the rock faces in Bigfoot land. I was the leader. I came when we came out. We smelled the Bigfoot coming through there, and they were complaining about it. So I was just trying to rush them to get them out of there, to get out of between the rocks. As soon as we get out of them rocks, something happens. You can hear them talking on both sides of us. And then Jeffrey finds about a 12 to 14-inch track.
It was like the size of my hand.
It was a big track. And then it just went bad from there. You guys decide what happened because
it's freaked on the track.
It's up in there. They refused to leave. I had to shut the camera off and like talk them out. They wouldn't. Mike or Jeff, either one would move.
He looked like a kid with his first snow or something like that.
It's weird. It's something that happened. I just can't explain. But you're right, James. They're on to me. But
it was almost as bad when he saw the steps.
We're gonna keep it moving.
When we saw the steps, I watched like 4 videos about those steps. He finally seen them in real life. Oh my God! Look at
these. Yeah, it blew his mind.
You done watched it on video.
I pointed him out 100 times about those steps. I even look at these steps right here. And then
he's like, oh yeah, them are cool. Then like 5 minutes later, he's freaking out.
Yeah,
We're running over,
look at these steps.
Like,
they're in the
going on.
Dad, did you film this?
And I just told him about it.
Whenever we came
we walked past the tree. Oh, that tree's crazy. He talked the whole 5-minute skirt on the video about this tree, and then Jeffrey walked up the tree. Oh shit! Look at this tree. He just talked about it for 5 minutes on camera.
Why not summer? We're going all year long. We don't stop. We don't stop for the winter.
But we didn't make it as much as we wanted to this winter, but
we made something.
We made some things happen. We was out there in the snow. There's a couple of days in the snow.
We was out there as much as we possibly can through this winter. This winter was a hard winter.
It's a harsh year, actually. Harsh hell of a year.
Yeah. Ancient tribe of people. Kelly, you're right. I don't think they're.
We all fell on.
I don't know what they are. I ain't gonna say here like I'm Dr. Jeff Meldrum. I don't know what they are or what they can be. I've seen them a few times. I don't know what they are, and I can't say what they are. I can speculate. I think they're the female side of us. I think they've been here and they always was here. And I think that something else came down and started tampering with them and created us. I think if I can go out on a limb and think that's what I'm leaning toward. But who am I to say? I'm no scientist, or I ain't put in no study to find that out. But what I'm seeing and from what I know and what I've watched on YouTube, hey, that's what I'm seeing. Y'all hit that like button and send some love via PayPal. Thanks, Frank. Hey man,
Frank, get on her shit.
It definitely would help. Every little bit helps. The female side. That's what I think. That the females, they are the female side of us.
The more messed up places we're gonna be at.
There are 3 people, little people. There are 3 people, little people.
Okay, Deb.
Yes, please hit the like button on this channel. For sure. Definitely hit that like button. 128 people, only 82 likes.
Ain't bad.
Hit that like. Nah, it ain't bad at all. I probably got a few dislikes. WBFRO, I bet you they thumbed the shit out of it.
Probably got like 7 dislikes now. Usually you get 1.
You usually just get 1 dislike, but I bet you after what I said about Westmoreland Bigfoot Association, I got at least 6 or 7 of them bad boys.
Hey, Big Jeff, that time whenever we were walking through the rocks and you said it felt like something grabbed you, was that in the first video or second video?
It's coming up in this video. I didn't even mention that. You'll see something, guys, coming up. When we was walking through them rocks.
It was definitely just crazy, man. Crazy
it's
all
like,
around the board.
I didn't even mention that. I forgot about it till she just now brought it to my attention. But right before we came out of them rocks, before that happened to them, it's like as soon as I came out of the rocks to my left, it's like a flash went through my head that something reached out, grabbed me by my arm, and pulled me into the rocks. And I actually jumped. It actually scared me. The flash in my head and my brain actually,
I think you even
like an image in my head, like scared the shit out of me. That something grabbed my arm and pulled me into the rocks as soon as I stepped
probably
out.
showed you its intentions.
Yeah, the vibes were so nasty in that area.
Right?
That was crazy.
That probably projected its thoughts of what
it was going to do to me.
It grabbed you up and threw you against the wall.
And that's what scared me.
Showed you
and then we took like 10 more steps, and then that happened with them. This next video, guys, is pretty interesting. It's very, it's interesting.
So we projected his thoughts to you.
Jeff, I'm working a shutdown at the paper mill I work at. So after it's over, I'll have a lot of love to send your way. Frank, man, you just watching that shows a lot of love.
That really does. I've seen you on so many lives,
so many
just talking, chilling.
They wanted to scare you out.
I respect that. That's cool.
I'm not done with it, Real Cloth Mama. I'm definitely not done with that place. We just gotta take it to the next step. Yeah, guys, don't forget. Go over there and subscribe to Real Cloth Mama. She got a great channel going on over there. She's a starting up YouTuber. It's hard to get seen in the YouTube world. Right, and you guys are always on here conversating with her. So go over there and show her some love over on her channel, Real Cloth Mama. You can actually click on that Real Cloth Mama right there, and it'll take you straight over there. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Real Cloth Mama, she's right up above you, James. I see you two talking all the time, and you didn't even know she had a YouTube channel. So go over there and hit that subscribe button. But other than that, guys, I just wanted to come on here and touch base with you guys, let you know where I stand with them assholes and what we're going to do for the future. I can't tell you.
Showed up on a Tuesday.
But
what's up?
I had to come out of woodwork on Tuesday and let you guys know that we're still here and we're not going to stop. I am going to invest in.
Jeffrey's still scared from yesterday.
Yeah, him and Mike both.
No, that stuff's still wild.
His heart's still beating me. He's still scared from yesterday.
Never day.
I'm going to subscribe to that. All right, Jay. Definitely subscribe to Real Cloth Mama.
Right? Show Real Cloth some love.
Great video in the maze. Thanks. Thanks, Donna.
We got some big plans for y'all, though. We just got to get them done. We just got to get to them.
Right. Thanks, Donna. All right, guys. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for carrying us along the way, for being there for us and watching us. Guys, we're going to invest in that.
Where are day ones at? Comment if you are from day one. Old school viewers.
There's only a few. There's only a handful.
I don't know. As I said, comment if you're a day one subscriber. Even if you go back and watch this video later on, say I'm a day one subscriber or something. We want to know who's all there. See if we remember y'all from the beginning.
Real Cloth Mama, interesting thing. She's up there. You'll see her in the comments. She's here every week. We're always conversating. She's a very good individual. She's an interesting individual. So go ahead over there, subscribe to her. She just said hello. So go over and say hello back. With that being said, Yvette, you guys are great.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for this next one. It might be, you know what, for you guys, I'm gonna get up tonight. Jeffrey worked on that new intro. I hope you guys like that. That
new intro, yeah.
Like I said, we're only going. It's hard. It's definitely
we like it. See if y'all like it.
The intro to this video is interesting, and he's working on the ending now, the outro. So we're only gonna get stronger from here, guys. There ain't no more associations gonna knock us down. We're too strong for that.
Yeah.
We got you guys here backing us.
Y'all are association.
And with that, they got their association, we got our association. So with that being said, let's see who wins this race. Until then,
thousands.
intro's great. Thanks, Jamie.
Oh, you'll see the new video already posted up?
Yeah, it's on the first one.
I ain't on my other phone.
But stay tuned, guys. We're gonna hit the woodwork, and we're gonna keep it running. Other than that, like I said, we're gonna get a drone and we're gonna take it back to the area and see if they put up some kind of air zone restriction up around that area next. Let's see what happens. Muscles, you the guy, man.
Hey, Muscle.
Muscles.
That means a lot. That definitely means
We
a
don't
lot.
muscle
That helps us out a lot because that's going toward the drone that we're going to use to get down in them holes. And I'm going to need a little bit of practicing time. I know somebody that her brother knows how to fly
How you let muscles flex on y'all?
pretty well.
Better donate.
Keypad small on this test. Yeah, I see. I got you. But thanks, Muscles. That means a lot.
Muscles out there flexing.
That's going on a drone. We got a drone pilot already. We're gonna have him flying it down into that hole and see if what happens next. See if they're gonna put up an air restriction space or some shit. They can only restrict us so much more. They already restricted the land. Are they gonna restrict the air? Only time will tell, guys.
Man, we can't even
But
breathe.
with that being said,
Damn, breathe up there now.
stay tuned for this next one because it's gonna get crazy.